Hello and welcome to Insurance Scams and Frauds. Today we're going to take a closer look at the House of Gucci and the shocking story of Patrizia Reggiani, a woman whose desire for wealth and power led her to commit a heinous crime. Was the Gucci legacy worth killing for? Let's find out. The House of Gucci was founded in Florence, Italy in 1921 by Guccio Gucci. The brand quickly became known for its high-quality leather goods, including handbags, luggage, and shoes. In the 1950s and 1960s, Gucci expanded its offerings to include clothing, accessories, and fragrances, becoming a full-fledged luxury fashion brand. By the 1980s, however, the Gucci family was in disarray. The company was struggling financially, and family members were at odds with each other over how to run the business. The patriarch of the family, Rodolfo Gucci, had been ousted from the company in the 1970s and had taken legal action against his own son, Aldo Gucci, for mismanaging the company. The legal battle had taken its toll on the family, leaving them fractured and distrustful of each other. Despite the family's internal struggles, the House of Gucci continued to grow in popularity throughout the 1980s and 1990s, becoming a favorite among the rich and famous. The brand's success was due in part to its innovative designs, which included bold colors, geometric shapes, and the iconic GG logo. The Gucci family's troubles came to a head in 1993 when Maurizio Gucci, the last remaining family member with a significant stake in the company, sold his shares to an investment group. The sale was a blow to the family's prestige and marked the end of an era for the House of Gucci. The company went through several ownership changes in the following years, eventually landing in the hands of luxury conglomerate Kering in 2004. Patrizia Reggiani was born in 1948 in Italy. She was known for her beauty, charm, and love of the finer things in life. In the 1970s, she met Maurizio Gucci, the heir to the Gucci fortune, and they began a relationship. They eventually got married in 1973 and had 2 children together. In the 1980s, Patrizia's relationship with Maurizio began to deteriorate. The couple became increasingly estranged, and in 1985, Maurizio left Patrizia for another woman. The divorce proceedings were long and bitter, with Patrizia accusing Maurizio of being unfaithful and neglectful. Despite her claims, the court ruled in favor of Maurizio, awarding Patrizia a relatively small settlement compared to what she felt she deserved. The divorce left Patrizia bitter and resentful towards Maurizio and the Gucci family. She was accustomed to a life of luxury and was no longer able to maintain her lavish lifestyle without her husband's financial support. She began to develop a grudge against Maurizio and the Gucci family, believing that they had wronged her and deprived her of what she felt was rightfully hers. Patrizia's resentment towards Maurizio and the Gucci family festered over the years, and she began to make ominous comments about seeking revenge. In the years leading up to Maurizio's murder, she had become increasingly vocal about her desire to see him dead. While some dismissed her comments as idle threats, others took them seriously, believing that she was capable of carrying out her plan. In hindsight, it's clear that Patrizia's bitterness and resentment towards Maurizio and the Gucci family played a significant role in the events that led to his murder. Her obsession with revenge and her desire for wealth and power ultimately led her down a dark and dangerous path that would have lasting consequences for everyone involved. Maurizio Gucci was shot and killed outside his office in Milan. It was a shock to the world and sent shockwaves throughout the fashion industry. Investigators quickly began to suspect Patrizia Reggiani of being involved in the murder. She was eventually arrested and charged with the crime. It was later revealed that Patrizia had hired a hitman to carry out the murder. The hitman was later caught and confessed to the crime, implicating Patrizia in the plot. It was discovered that Patrizia had offered to pay the hitman 600 million lire, equivalent to roughly $350,000 at the time, to kill Maurizio. Patrizia's trial was a media circus, with reporters from around the world flocking to Milan to cover the proceedings. Patrizia maintained her innocence throughout the trial, claiming that she had been framed by other members of the Gucci family. However, she was eventually found guilty of arranging the murder and sentenced to 29 years in prison. The murder of Maurizio Gucci and the subsequent trial had a profound impact on the Gucci family and the company. The murder exposed the darker side of the fashion world and the high-stakes world of luxury brands, where money, power, and greed can sometimes cloud judgment and lead to disastrous consequences. In the aftermath of the murder, the Gucci family was left in disarray. The murder led to a power struggle within the family, with various members vying for control of the business. The family was forced to sell the company to outside investors in order to pay off debts and stabilize the business. This marked the end of an era for the House of Gucci, which had been owned and operated by the Gucci family for several generations. The sale of the company marked a significant shift in the luxury fashion landscape. The House of Gucci had been one of the most iconic and recognizable luxury brands in the world, and its sale to outside investors signaled a changing of the guard in the industry. The company went through several ownership changes in the following years, eventually landing in the hands of luxury conglomerate Kering in 2004. Despite the fallout from the murder, the House of Gucci remains a cultural icon to this day. Its distinctive logo, bold designs, and glamorous aesthetic continue to captivate fashion lovers around the world. However, the story of Patrizia Reggiani and the Gucci family serves as a stark reminder that success and wealth can come at a great cost, and that family integrity and honesty should always be valued above material possessions and ambition. Patrizia Reggiani served 18 years in prison before being released in 2016 for good behavior. After her release, she struggled to adjust to life outside of prison and was unable to find work due to her notoriety. She has since been living a quiet life in Milan. The murder of Maurizio Gucci and the subsequent trial exposed the dark underbelly of the fashion industry and the high-stakes world of luxury brands. It serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of greed and ambition and the consequences that can result from them. Despite the tragedy and turmoil surrounding the House of Gucci, the brand remains a cultural icon to this day, a testament to the enduring power of good design and the allure of luxury fashion. The story of Patrizia Reggiani and the House of Gucci is a cautionary tale about the dangers of greed, power, and family dysfunction. The Gucci family's rise to fame and fortune was the stuff of legend, but it was also marked by bitter infighting and legal battles that threatened to tear the family apart. Despite these challenges, the House of Gucci continued to grow and thrive, becoming one of the most iconic and recognizable luxury fashion brands in the world. However, the family's troubles came to a head in the 1990s when Maurizio Gucci was murdered and his ex-wife, Patrizia Reggiani, was implicated in the crime. The murder was a shock to the fashion industry and the world, and it had far-reaching consequences for the Gucci family and the company. The murder exposed the darker side of the fashion world and the high-stakes world of luxury brands, where money, power, and greed can sometimes cloud judgment and lead to disastrous consequences. The fallout from the murder and the subsequent legal proceedings had a profound impact on the Gucci family and the company. The family was forced to sell the company to outside investors in order to pay off debts and stabilize the business. The sale marked the end of an era for the House of Gucci and signaled a shift in the luxury fashion landscape. Despite the tragedy and turmoil surrounding the House of Gucci, the brand remains a cultural icon to this day. Its distinctive logo, bold designs, and glamorous aesthetic continue to captivate fashion lovers around the world. However, the story of Patrizia Reggiani and the Gucci family serves as a stark reminder that success and wealth can come at a great cost, and that family, integrity, and honesty should always be valued above material possessions and ambition. In conclusion, the story of Patrizia Reggiani and the House of Gucci is a fascinating and cautionary tale that highlights the darker side of wealth, power, and ambition. While the Gucci legacy may have been tarnished by the events surrounding Maurizio's murder, the brand's enduring popularity and influence serve as a testament to the enduring appeal of luxury fashion and the power of good design to captivate and inspire us all.